Hello everyone. Excuse me. Hello everyone. It's Jenny Harrison, Sleep Deprived Mums Coach, and it can be really relentless sometimes, can't it? And I want to talk to you about that because we're going through a stage where it is really relentless. And when you've got a baby, you know, in that first year, kind of, certainly for me, I've been taking a lot about development weeks. And you look at stormy bits, and then you're waiting for the sunny bits. And you see it come up on your week calendar. And what happens when the sunny bit never comes? What happens when you sleep? It's rubbish. Do the sunny bit as well? Sorry, and it just goes on and on and on. You get up, even when they're not babies, you know, when they're toddlers, when they're older than that, and it feels like it's one thing after another. It can be a developmental stage, a big change they're going through, and then they're teething, and that doesn't matter whether they're 6 months, 2.5, or 6 years old, and the next molars are coming through. You know, it all hurts. Being poorly, having tummy problems, the list is endless. And you know what? I feel like we've had everything in the last month. And it hasn't been all bad. I've had some good chunks of sleep sometimes. But since we finished Sleep 5, where I had no evenings, it was fine. I had no evenings. She was sleeping in the crib in the afternoon, sleeping for the first thing in the morning, just having one nap down there. But I was looking forward to getting her down more in the crib and looking forward to having my evenings back. I feel like a bit of a hostage. And it's just got worse. Sleep at the moment is pushing no existence now. And this week pushed me over the edge a bit. I haven't been this tired since she was tiny. She's poorly, that's what it is. And I thought it started waning her, and I thought that was upsetting her tummy, but I think it's this virus that she's got. She's got poor tummy now. And if that was hurting her before, of course it wasn't going to help to have food. She's teething, that doesn't normally bother her. She's normally okay with it because I use things to help her. Without everything together, a bit much. So naps are still okay as long as she's in the sling. Evenings are worse and non-existent. And then at the moment, the night time is worse than it was. She's got a cough and she's uncomfortable, she can't breathe, she coughs when she's sick, poos in the middle of the night. It's like having a new boy again. And yesterday, I could have just cried. I felt foggy headed, couldn't think properly, you know, that brain fog that comes across. I've been so impatient with Dexter. And I was just beating myself up left, right, and centre. And on, what day is it today? It's Thursday. Tuesday night, I had to cook cupcakes for Dexter's school birthday. They have a birthday celebration at school, and you cook cakes. So, because he doesn't have any refined sugar, and he doesn't have gluten, he doesn't have dairy, I thought, right, I'm going to try a new recipe. So I tried a new recipe. And I burnt them. I burnt the first batch. Now I needed to make another batch anyway, so there was enough for the whole class. So I made the second batch and they were alright. I thought, well, I need to make a third batch then because they're rubbish. I can't give them burnt cakes. The thing is, throughout me making these cakes, Violet had woken every half an hour because she was poorly. She was coughing, her nose was all blocked up, everything. I just needed some time to do these cakes. I was exhausted. And then I needed to do icing. Danny's tired, so he's stressed out. We had a party the weekend with Dexter, so nerves and rest. And I haven't had in the last 5 days, I haven't had longer than a stretch of 2.5 hours because she's woken up poorly, or poorly to me. And she woke up, and I don't know what like it was in the evening, and she stood there and cried. I felt like a complete failure because I've done cakes. And it sounds silly now. It sounds silly to me now. You know, I was juggling everything. Work, Dexter, Violet, the house. Making bloody cupcakes at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday evening. And they had no gluten, and they had no dairy, and they had no collagen until I made coconut oil icing and put a load of sugar in on the top. But you know what? I got so obsessed about it, and I even felt bad going into school yesterday, handing over the cakes. Some of them were burnt. I'd go for the ones at the front first. You have to do something when you feel like this. You can't just carry on. And I couldn't carry on. And I was starting to get overwhelmed, and I was starting to beat myself up. And I couldn't do that. Because I'm not going to be any good to anybody if I'm like that. The amount of times I've apologised to Dexter in the last few days is unreal for being impatient. In fact, if you listen to the first place, I'm being impatient. So it's not, yes, I'm a parent and I'm the one that needs to think about it. But also, I'm not going to beat myself over it. I know I'm a good mum. And I'm not going to give myself a hard time. So, when everything feels like it's relentless and everything feels like it's non-stop and you just cannot get a break anywhere, this is what I do, okay? I'm not saying you have to do this, but just to give you some ideas, this is what I do. Firstly, I let myself off the hook. I don't give myself a hard time when I've screwed up, okay? So I took the burnt cakes, which got icing on them, took the burnt cakes, said I'd eat the ones in the front. Do you know when I got to school yesterday to pick Dexter up at lunchtime? They said everybody loved the cakes. Everybody thought the cakes were amazing. And there's a girl in his class, and she's autistic, and she really struggles with food, and she doesn't like much food at all. She has grapes, she has bananas, and she has bread and butter, and some biscuits. She won't eat anything else. She ate my cake, and she loved them. And even now, I feel really choked saying that, because, do you know what? I'd worried so much, and everybody loved them. And it was my perception. It was me having really high standards for myself. Who cares if they're a little bit burnt? They tasted really nice. There was some left over, so I got to eat some. I gave myself the morning off yesterday. I went to meet my best friend for a cup of tea. And just to go and sit in a coffee shop. And it felt normal. And Violet was fine. She slept on the way there, she slept on the way back. I didn't worry about anything. It was absolutely fine. And I just let myself off the hook. And then I started thinking about everything I had to do last night, yesterday evening. So I've got to look after my energy. I have to pick myself up. And in order to do that, I need to have some rest. Now, she's poorly. I'm limited where I can get this. So, I got into my pyjamas when I was doing their bedtime. If you saw my post last night, you'll know that bedtime was awful. It was horrible. It included being tired, being wired, tears, coughing, projectile vomit, a nappy explosion, and it took about 2 hours. But, it was no one's fault, it was just one of those things, and it was fine. I fell asleep just after they did, just after 8:30, and I stayed asleep until she stirred, coughed, cried, and then got her back to sleep, went back to sleep, stirred, coughed, cried, and did the same again. And then she slept. And I had one wake up at 2:30. She had a feed, did a poo, went back to sleep, and then she slept till about 7 this morning. So I feel better today. Today doesn't feel so bad as yesterday. I don't feel as bad as yesterday. And, it'll be alright. It'll be okay. I promised Dexter will sit and read a book after school, so he has some time with me and we can really connect. But it's really important that you look after your energy when this happens. There are things that you can't change. She's got a cold. I'm doing everything I can for her. For her teething, she's got 4 amber anklets on and an amber necklace. She has homeopathic remedies for her teething as well, which helps her turn out. She's got bachelor remedies as well. So, do you know what? I'm doing everything I possibly can. She's got this cough and this cold, so I've made my own vapor because I don't like the bought ones because they're petrol based and that's really harsh for babies. So I use my coconut oil, 2 drops of tea tree oil, mix it together and then put that on her feet and on her chest before she goes to sleep. I've got an atomizer in the room, which is red, so that it's not affecting the melatonin levels. And I've got water in there with tea tree, and that's gone on all night to keep everything clear, which is why she slept better. You know, normally she could have been awake every single hour last night if I hadn't done all this stuff. There are things that you can do that mean that it's not going to stay like this. Yes, we're having a blip. It's followed a leap, so it feels massive. But you know, if we hadn't had that leap, it would have felt okay. It feels manageable. You know, teeth, the two bottom teeth, when they came through, it didn't even notice because of the remedies, because of the amber that we're using. There's always something. I'm using remedies myself. Yesterday I was using olive, which is for tiredness, and I was using impatiens, which is for patience. And the other day, when I really lost it, when I was just ready to blow, I used cherry plum, because that's for extremes of emotion. There's always different things that you can do. There's always something natural that you can use to lift yourself. Oh, and I treated myself. I thought, if I'm not going to be getting much sleep, I don't want to be looking completely worn out, so I treated myself to some anti-aging cream. And that's natural as well. So, when you're in this, know that it's not going to last forever. Okay? Know that it's really, really hard. Know that on some days, you are going to want to cry. You are going to want to walk out of that door, run, and keep on running. Except you haven't got the energy to run, have you? Probably haven't got the energy to get to the bloody door, because I hadn't yesterday. You know, just know that you are going to have those days. It doesn't make you a bad mum. It means that you're human, and this is really, really hard. Forgive yourself. Treat yourself. I love having baths. It's my thing. I love having Epsom salt baths. I can't have a bath at the moment. Don't have time. By the time I've run it, she's woken up again. So I've just stayed with her and had some rest. Maybe I might get a bath tonight. If I don't, bought myself some organic, really, really lovely new body wash. So I'll have a shower. I always feel cheated when I have a shower, so I'm treating myself to something I can use in the shower. So think about what you can do to lift your energy. Think about what you can do to treat yourself. Think about what you can do for your little ones to take the edge off whatever they're going through, so that you don't end up with sleep issue that goes on forever. Because if you can look after the sleep that you have got, you can support what's going on for them now, you won't necessarily see massive changes. You're not going to get sleep through the night when they're teething, tummy trouble, colds, coughs, all of that under leap, or leap, or whatever. You're not going to get sleep through necessarily. But if you do the little things that you can do and look after your own energy at the same time, then it's not going to last forever. If you ignore it all, bring yourself into the ground, think, oh, I'm not going to do anything to sleep, it's not going to make any difference anyway. It won't get better. And, you know, it could just get worse. So do what you can, but look after yourself as well. And, you know that the one day you're crying over burnt cupcakes, the next day you're crying because someone loves them so much. And that's what happens when you sleep deprived from. You cry everything, whether it's happy or sad. So, see how you get on, and I'll speak to you soon. Probably with another bedtime disaster I'll share on the page. And I know you'll get it. Bye.